Have you ever sat alone in silence and wondered if God had forgotten you? What if loneliness is not abandonment, but preparation? Loneliness does not arrive loudly. It does not knock, it settles. It slips into quiet rooms, empty chairs, unanswered messages, and slowly, it convinces the heart that something has been taken away. Many people believe loneliness is punishment, a sign of failure, proof that love has left. But sometimes, God does not take people away. Sometimes, He makes space in a quiet countryside village where narrow dirt roads curved gently between humble homes and open fields that breathed with the wind. There lived an old woman named Martha. She walked slowly. She spoke softly, but her presence carried a warmth that lingered long after she passed. Her house was small wooden walls, a simple roof, a single window that caught the morning sun. Yet anyone who entered felt peace. Martha believed God lived wherever kindness lived, and she treated her home as holy ground. There was a time when her life had been full of sound. Her husband's laughter once echoed through those walls. Their son Daniel's footsteps raced across the floor, chasing curiosity, chasing questions about the world and about God. They worked the land together, shared meals at a worn wooden table, prayed before sleep. Martha often whispered, "Thanks to God, not for wealth or comfort, but for enough love to feel complete." One winter, sickness came quietly. Her husband weakened day by day. Martha stayed beside him through endless nights, holding his hand, feeding him slowly, whispering prayers she had learned as a child. Sometimes she begged God for healing. Other times, she simply asked him to stay close. When her husband passed away one early morning, the house felt suddenly too large, too quiet. Martha pressed her face into her hands and cried alone, asking God why love had to hurt so deeply. Yet even in grief, something unexpected happened. Alongside the pain, she felt a presence. The silence hurt, but it was not empty. After her husband's death, Martha's body grew slower. Her hands trembled. Her back bent under years of labor. Still, she rose each morning in prayer. She believed God never gives strength for the entire future, only for the day in front of us. When Daniel grew older, he left for the city. At first, he returned often, bringing laughter, stories, and gifts that filled the house again. But time passed. His visits grew shorter, then rarer. Eventually, months passed with no knock at the door. Martha learned the sound of eating alone, the rhythm of the wind outside her window. Some nights, loneliness pressed heavily on her chest. She whispered to God, "Is this what remains for me?" Yet each morning, she still rose before sunrise, washed her face, lit a small lamp, folded her hands, thanked God for life. She never asked God to take the loneliness away. She only asked to be useful. Martha cooked simple meals, tended her garden. Children passing by often stopped at her gate. She welcomed them with bread, fruit, and stories. She listened to their small worries with patience, believing God listens the same way to every heart. Some villagers wondered why she gave so much when she lived alone. Martha would smile and say, "Loneliness is not empty when God is present." Even animals seemed drawn to her home. Birds rested on her roof. A thin old dog waited outside her door each day. Martha gently stroked its head and whispered, "God sends those who need love." One summer, Daniel returned from the city. He looked tired, restless. He watched his mother serving others, giving what little strength she had left. "Confused," he said. "Mother, why do you work so hard? People will forget you. You should rest." Martha looked at him with gentle eyes. "My son," she said, "God has not forgotten me, and as long as I can give love, I am not alone." Daniel did not understand. To him, loneliness meant failure. Life meant noise, company, recognition. That evening, a poor traveler came asking for food. Martha welcomed him without hesitation. Before leaving, the man blessed her and said, "May God return your kindness when your strength is gone." Daniel heard the words, but their meaning had not yet reached his heart. As months passed, Martha grew weaker. Her steps shortened, her nights grew longer. Some Bening's loneliness returned with force and tears fell freely. But instead of bitterness, her prayers deepened. She trusted that God was shaping her heart in ways she could not yet see. One winter, she became very ill. She could no longer stand, could no longer cook. When the villagers heard, something unexpected happened. People came from every direction. Women brought soup and medicine. Children sat by her bed, fanning her gently. Men stood outside her home, praying quietly. In that moment, Martha realized none of her kindness had been lost. God had kept it all. Daniel rushed home when he heard the news. When he entered the house and saw so many people caring for his mother, something inside him broke open. Sitting beside her bed, he cried, "Mother, you are never alone." Martha smiled weakly and whispered, "God never takes love away. He only moves it." After she recovered, Daniel begged Martha to live with him in the city. Afraid of losing her, he prayed. Martha prayed too, and felt peace. She believed God was opening another door. City life was loud, crowded at times. Martha felt lonely inside the apartment. Until one day, Daniel took her to a home for orphaned children. When he told her she could help there, tears filled her eyes. She knew God had answered her loneliness again. She cooked, told stories, held children when they cried. They called her Grandma Martha. Her heart felt full in a new way. Years passed. Martha grew weaker, but her spirit remained strong. When she passed away peacefully, children, neighbors, workers, and strangers gathered to honor her life. Daniel stood quietly. At last, he understood. His mother's lonely seasons were never empty. They were guided. And this is the lesson. When God makes you lonely, He is not punishing you. He is preparing you. He removes noise so you can hear love clearly. He removes people so your heart can grow wider. If you feel lonely today, remember this: God may be shaping you into light for someone else. Love given through God never disappears. It only finds new places to live. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.